It's been a pleasure speed dating with you tonight. If you want a second date, go to timryanforamerica.com. My name is Tim Ryan. I'm from Northeast Ohio. My wife, Andrea, is a first grade teacher. Our oldest son, Mason, is 16. Bella is 15. Brady will be 5 next week. And Andrea and I have grown up and lived at the epicenter of deindustrialization in the United States. I can tell you a story about her dad 40 years ago when he lost his job at Youngstown Sheet and Tube. Had no idea what he was going to do, just bought a house, just had his second kid. He had to roof houses, sell insurance, and cut down trees to make a living. I can tell you a story about my cousin Donnie, Vietnam veteran. His last act in his factory was to unbolt the machine from the factory floor, put it in a box, and ship it to China. I can go back just a couple weeks. The General Motors plant just outside of Youngstown, Ohio, that used to have 16,000 workers just laid off its last shift, devastating our community. The reason I tell you this is because the next nominee for the Democratic Party has got to deeply, deeply understand what the workers in America are going through. And we have in my community watched the ripple effect of these economic trade deals and everything else, the devastation, where you can't get mental health coverage. You don't have funding for your schools. You don't have funding for your roads. There's pollution in your river. There's lead paint and high rates of infant mortality as this ripples through the economy. The next person has got to understand that, because that person is the person who can beat Donald Trump. That's the person who can win Michigan, in Wisconsin, in Iowa, in Ohio, in Western Pennsylvania. To pull these workers back into the fold of the Democratic Party. And understand that working hard and playing by the rules should matter in the United States of America. And I will promise you that I understand what they are going through, and that we can win these workers back over again in the United States. But you know what? It's not just about beating Donald Trump. It's about putting an industrial policy together in the United States of America, so we start building things again in the United States of America. And we don't just talk about $15 an hour. We talk about $30 an hour and $40 an hour and $50 an hour jobs, so that if you work hard and you play by the rules, you can have a good living in the United States of America. GM gets a bailout, GM gets a tax cut. The banks get a bailout, the banks get a tax cut. Meanwhile, the worker in this country continues to suffer. It's like the old country song. They get the gold mine, we get the shaft. Those days, my friends, are over. And I will make no promises to you but this. Every morning when I walk into the Oval Office, I will use every ounce of power that office holds. I will pull every lever to help rebuild the middle class in the United States of America. Let me end with one quick story about Muhammad Ali. And Ali was walking down the street in Kentucky, and someone ran into him and said, "Hey champ, I saw a fight you were in when I was a kid." He said, "Yeah?" The kid said, "Yeah." He said, "You got knocked down in the 3rd round." Ali said, "Wasn't my fight?" The kid said, No, it was a big deal. My dad took me, it was a father-son thing, and I remember going, he did great, but he got knocked down in the 3rd round." He said, "Wasn't my fight. I ain't never been knocked down. I'm either up or I'm getting up." Well, the Iowa Democratic Party has never been knocked down. You are either up or you're getting up.